Hello everyone, and welcome to this channel dedicated to the best-kept royal secrets. Today, we're taking a fascinating look behind the scenes of one of the British royal family's most intriguing love stories. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and leave your comments to let us know what you think of this extraordinary revelation. Imagine for a moment discovering that behind the pomp and rigid protocols of the British crown lies a love story that defies all established royal conventions. A princess who breaks the mold, a mysterious man of noble Italian descent, and a secret wedding organized in the midst of a global pandemic. This story is that of Princess Beatrice of York and Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, a modern romance that has revolutionized the traditional approach to royal unions. Princess Beatrice Elizabeth Mary, eldest daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, has long lived in the shadow of her more high-profile cousins. Born on August 8, 1988, she grew up witnessing her parents' turmoil, their high-profile divorce in 1996, and the successive scandals that tarnished the York family's reputation. This unusual childhood forged in her an independent personality and a modern outlook on romantic relationships, far removed from the traditional marital arrangements of European nobility. Edoardo Alessandro Mapelli Mozzi, nicknamed Edo by his close friends, is no ordinary commoner. Born on November 19, 1983, he is descended from the Italian aristocracy through his father, Count Alessandro Mapelli Mozzi, and even holds an Italian noble title, Count Edoardo Alessandro Mapelli Mozzi. This noble ancestry certainly facilitated his acceptance within British royal circles, contrary to what some might believe about this supposedly revolutionary union. They met several years before their marriage, in the privileged circles of London's high society. Edo was already active in the world of luxury real estate with his company, Banda Property, which specialized in the research and development of exclusive properties for wealthy clients. This professional activity had opened doors to London's most exclusive receptions, where Princess Beatrice was a regular guest. What makes their story particularly modern is the way they handled their budding relationship. Contrary to the usual protocols that require an official announcement at the first signs of seriousness in a royal relationship, Beatrice and Edo kept their romance under the utmost secrecy for months. They gave themselves time to truly get to know each other, away from the media spotlight and pressures of protocol that have often precipitated or broken other royal unions. The uniqueness of their relationship also lies in the fact that Edo was already the father of a baby boy, Christopher Wolfe, born in 2016 from his previous relationship with interior designer Dara Huang. This situation, which could have been an insurmountable obstacle in the traditional royal context, was met with remarkable openness by Beatrice. She immediately embraced her role as mother-in-law, demonstrating a modernity that contrasted with the age-old rigidities of the British monarchy. The official announcement of their engagement in September 2019 marked a turning point in royal communication. Rather than following the usual protocol of official interviews and arranged photo shoots, the couple opted for a more personal and authentic approach. The engagement photos were taken in an intimate setting, revealing a natural bond that transcended the usual protocols. The engagement ring itself tells a fascinating story that perfectly illustrates the couple's modern approach. Rather than commission a new creation, Edo chose to have a ring redesigned that had belonged to his family, incorporating diamonds and gemstones steeped in family history. This move perfectly symbolizes their approach, honoring traditions while adapting them to their contemporary vision of love and commitment. Their wedding planning revealed other modern aspects of their approach. Originally scheduled for May 2020 with a grand traditional ceremony at St. James's Chapel, their plans were disrupted by the global COVID-19 pandemic. Instead of postponing indefinitely or going ahead with a grand celebration at all costs, they made a bold decision that surprised even the most seasoned royal observers. On July 17, 2020, in the strictest privacy and in compliance with health restrictions, Beatrice and Edo were married in a secret ceremony at the Royal Chapel of All Saints in Windsor. Only 20 people were present, including Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, who exceptionally agreed to attend this small celebration. The Queen's decision to travel for such a small wedding reflects the special affection she felt for her granddaughter and her approval of this modern union. This secret wedding revolutionized the perception of royal ceremonies. For the first time in decades, the emphasis was on intimacy and authenticity rather than pomp and public display. Beatrice wore a vintage Norman Hartnell gown, borrowed from her grandmother the Queen, and the Queen Mary diamond fringe tiara, the same one worn by Elizabeth II at her own wedding in 1947. These sartorial choices perfectly symbolize the balance between tradition and modernity that the couple strives to maintain. The reception following the ceremony took place in the private gardens of Royal Lodge, Prince Andrew's residence. Unlike the usual lavish royal banquets, this celebration felt more like an extended family gathering, with a simple menu and a relaxed atmosphere that allowed guests to truly enjoy this special moment. The couple's modern approach also shines through in their post-wedding lives. Rather than moving into an official royal residence with all the protocol that entails, they chose to live in a family home in London, leading a life more akin to that of an ordinary, wealthy couple than that of members of the royal family. This relative normality allows them to balance their royal duties with their personal professional ambitions. Edo continued to expand his real estate business, even becoming a consultant for sustainable development and ecological architecture projects. This modern career path aligns perfectly with the growing environmental concerns of the younger royal generation. Beatrice, for her part, has maintained her charitable commitments while developing her career in the technology sector, working for various startups and innovation companies. Their approach to parenting also illustrates their modernity. When they welcomed their daughter, Sienna Elizabeth Mapelli Mozzi, in September 2021, they handled the announcement and the first photos with a discretion that contrasts with the usual media coverage of royal births. This desire to protect their family privacy while respecting their public obligations demonstrates remarkable maturity in managing their royal status. The couple has also revolutionized the use of social media in the royal context. Unlike the highly controlled and institutionalized approach adopted by other members of the family, their occasional posts reveal a spontaneity and authenticity that humanize their public image. They share natural family moments, causes close to their hearts, and aspects of their professional lives with refreshing transparency. Their charitable commitment also reflects their modern vision of their royal role. Rather than contenting themselves with traditional patronage, they have chosen to actively engage in contemporary causes such as social entrepreneurship, technological innovation for the environment, and inclusive education. This practical and engaged approach to their royal responsibilities is inspiring a new generation of aristocratic philanthropy. Beatrice and Edo's love story demonstrates that it is possible to respect royal traditions while fully embracing modernity. Their journey perfectly illustrates how monarchical institutions can evolve and adapt to contemporary realities without losing their essence or dignity. They prove that true love can triumph over convention, even in the most formal world. This modern union raises a fundamental question about the future of the British monarchy. Will future generations of royals follow this model of authenticity and modernity, or are we witnessing a unique exception in the history of the British crown?